Evening all, and welcome back to Factory Town. So, I've left the game running for, I think about 2 hours, whilst back to I've done a few little bits and pieces here and there, but things are going well. They seem to be sort of working and flowing fine. I have just noticed this is run out of coal, so move you over there. That'll hopefully speed up that. The changes that I've made, remedies were running out, so I put in a second kitchen. Still got one farm feeding each one, so it turns out the remedies can just be one of each go on there. And we've got a silo here with fertiliser in it, so it can feed them, and I've got 3 carts going backwards and forwards for fertiliser. That's all working. Our food is finally beginning to fill up, which is awesome. I did upgrade the market to level 5 so it could sell things quicker. I think the biggest issue I'm having is the storage. It simply can't store enough to give out to people fast enough. So I've spread all the minecarts out here. I took some of them and turned them around and made them just spread out so that they can dump things off so the market has time to sell before the next load comes along. I've also done the same here with the carts. I was finding that the obelisk couldn't delete things quick enough. So by spreading them out, it means that as things drop off, it can be picked up quicker. We are still having a problem of stone just capping out on everything, but hopefully that'll sort itself out. I have turned off this stone here, so hopefully that'll be fine. I've also put in the enchanter here to build our magic conveyor belts again. So we have a whole storage for them. Move these as well. Move that one, I forgot to cap it off, so we actually have 200 mana pipes now. Yep. Not all that worried about that. And I think that's about it. For things I've changed. I didn't want to get into anything major to do it. Oh, I also have some minecarts, some workers coming over and dumping off stone into here because I thought that would help the market, but it turns out that it's just literally just not quick enough. It's not giving people their supplies quick enough. I mean, I could upgrade them to the next level, but then they'd require more stuff, so can't really do that. What I'm tempted to do is to delete this house here and build a second market there. Then I could extend the houses out further here. We could put in another row of houses behind this one here and extend it out here, so we'd have more houses overall, but we'd have 2 markets. It would only be like this very far row here and the very far row here that would only work on 1 market. All the rest would have 2. So that's something I might do. I haven't really quite got it yet. I think we're okay for it for the minute. We do have a problem with wood still though. I think we might actually be getting to the point where we've got 3,500 planks, but not enough actual. We've got no actual wood in here, so I'm going to turn off that grabber again. Let our wood fill up a bit here. Plenty of fertilizer and stuff. Everything's kind of working fine here, so this is all good. So I think it is about time we get this magic system working. I would really like to just concentrate on the fire excuse me, on the fire and get that churning out to produce mana, a mana transmitter, I think, and a recharger. I'm not sure how this works at all, so it's going to be a case of, I suppose, building them. And there's mana forge, that's an enchanter. So I've got a mana extractor, breaks gems into various elemental shards. That's mana extractor, so we've got them. Right, don't need those. So it's going to be the mana transmitter, the mana receiver, and the recharger. Now, I'm not sure how these work. I kind of guess the receiver is a building. What about mana pipes? Does that goes into another grid? That's fine. That's purified mana into ether and used to power buildings. Okay. And restores depleted mana back to a fully charged state. These are purified, aren't they? Is that correct? Right. Okay, let's just build them. Let's just build them and figure it out, shall we? So, let's go with the mana transmitter, and I'll put that there. Right. So, charged element. Okay. So, do that. So you're filling up. Right. And then mana receiver. I don't know why I've got fire crystal tooltip there. Go away. Thank you. Mana receiver serves as an ether outlet, converting into depleted mana. And then the recharger restores stuff back again. Okay, so let's put that one down. Then let's put the recharger down after as well. Oh, okay, that's a tiny little post. Right. Costs 2 gold to recharge something. Okay. That's not how that works at all. Right. That does not have an exit. Okay, so I'm gonna guess that is a mana producer. I don't know how this works. Right, let's grab a fire node. And in fact, let's build a building that requires let's build a forge. That requires fuel. Okay, so that requires fuel. We'll build a pipe going to that building there. Not what I wanted at all. I do now see how this works. What the hell? No. Wait. That's entirely wrong. Build a mana pipe from there to there. Okay. Then we want to build a fire node there. Then a mana pipe going to there. Is that correct? Okay. Then you have fire crystal and 2 depleted crystals in you. Alright, and that restores them back to full power. Okay. Now I'm also extremely confused. We need mana. I need a mana producer there, but I don't see one. Have neutral or purified mana crystal to pass through. And then transmitter. That's mana in. We need a mana out option, but I don't see it here to place it down. So, am I missing something here? Did I mess up when I put that building down? Let's remove the building and put it down again. Mana transmitter. Boom. Okay. And now go back into grid mode. No, go back into mana pipe mode. Okay, there we go. You are connected to that. Okay, so each crystal is adding 1. Wow, that's a interesting effect. Yeah, each fire crystal is adding 1 to the fuel system. Okay. Okay. And obviously they're coming off and being depleted and put into there. So then I would need that to loop back around. Oh, like that. So. Okay. Okay, so that's how that works. Righty dokie. Okay, mana pipes. So I want to then remove all these. I know this is going to end up putting stuff in my inventory, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So that's how that works. That's interesting. That's fine. That's very interesting that you can then recharge them afterwards. They're not just consumed. And most importantly, when you recharge them, they don't seem to lose anything, which is odd. But okay, so that would mean that I can run all of these off of that, and that'd be fine. I mean, we're not struggling for coal, although we will be struggling for coal once this runs out. It's going to be a long time yet, to be honest with you. You aren't struggling for... Nothing's really struggling for power now. Now I've let everything build up in time. I think it was just because I was using the system, it was slowing down. So that's how it works. I'm learning how it works here. So if I then was to say put a mana pipe like this, then build a fire node there, as well as there and there. We could do that. Which is actually not working how I expected. They're actually stopping when they get to a node. They're not passing over when it's... Nah, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. Stop that. Stop. That doesn't actually work then. I can't have a loop. You've got to have individual systems going out. I'm really not sure how to do that now. Suppose if I had the pipe come out there. then had it run along there to there, and then back along to there. And I would also need a pipe there. I would need some way to filter that off. There are filters, I believe there were nodes, weren't there? There are. Only allowed fire crystals to pass through. Only allows neutral purified mana crystals to pass through. Can no, the splitters can't work on the pipes. Okay. I'm not really sure how to do this. I mean, if I did that, I don't think that would work, because I think that would just go along and just bump and then stop, and then obviously the crystals have got nowhere to go once they get there. They're not consumed, they've got to be on a loop. This is interesting. It's interesting because you've got to build a separate loop for each building, really. I've got to have a loop there for that one, a loop there for that one, rather than having a single loop and it all goes over. Unless... I'm not sure what it means by only allows neutral purified mana crystals. Is that what those are? Mana crystals. So we could transmit them via the ground. I think that's what that means there. Refuel the buildings when the fire crystal passes through. Right. Serves as an ether outlet converting into depleted crystals. That's what that is, isn't it? Yeah, it takes the element and then produces... Yeah, okay, right. That's fine. That's fine. But I really just don't know how I'm going to get this to work. What if I build one of those fire filters? No, dear. Can't rotate it. So it's not an actual filter that allows it to be rotated round. I'm just really not sure how to do this at all. If I did that like that. I don't think that would work, because I don't... Give that a go, see what happens, shall we? No, you don't go across the other paths at all. Unless... And that brings the whole system to a halt. That's fine. Unless I do something like what I had before. There, remove that. And then I just do a loop around them, which is very, very difficult to see. That works because that's now that one's waiting. This is moving on. The only drawback to it is that we're not processing the crystals fast enough. When they're done, I think that would work because then when this backs up here, that will go round. When that backs up to there and stops, and that stops it, go round. That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. Let's leave it like that. But I need you to work faster, or I need you to work faster. You are what's holding me up. I wonder if I could just have a lot of these. Build mana recharges. What if I just had, say, can't afford them. Wow, they require metal. Okay. And then we had pushers. I love that you can actually see that. That's okay. So we've got 3 of them going now. That is very, very interesting. Not sure that's supposed to be like that. But it's spectacular. 5 crystals in the sky. That is quite interesting. I mean, the other great thing about this is I can move my steam boilers down to here and have them run off mana. They can run off the fire and the water crystals and produce steam. And then steam would increase power elsewhere. So that's flowing well. Still backing up, obviously. You produce as quickly as you get them, don't you? Yeah. Okay, let's have a look, see at this now system. Right, where are we backed up to? We're backed up to the beginning of time. I also don't like it. You can't rotate the map whilst you're in that mode. At least I can't figure out a way to rotate the map in that mode. So yeah, but these are obviously struggling for any mana crystals because you're just stuck. I wish there was a way to give the main shaft priority over the outside ones. But hopefully the entire system will eventually get full of full crystals. I don't know what happens once full crystals end up down here. Let's have a look, see. They do go into there. Okay. And don't know what's going to happen when they get ejected out of there though. We might have to have a grabber over here to grab full crystals from that. Fully charged crystals. I'm not sure. But it's interesting. It's quite interesting too. That I do not think that's intentional, but that is quite interesting to watch it go around. Right, you're dropping 4 crystals into there, and I assume once the 4 crystals go in there, they just get thrown out the other side. Okay, so that system works. That system does work. This is all starting to back up a little bit here, but obviously that's now getting 2 inputs. I didn't realise that you recharge the crystals. That means there's always going to be a net gain of crystals if they don't get used up. So this whole system will grind to a halt at some point, because they'll just be, this will still be full of crystals, and we'll be having crystals come back in again. So, wonder whether you're just supposed to put in so many into a transmitter and have a transmitter run a circuit, and then the next one. I wonder if that's how it's intended to be. Not sure. Really not sure how that works. But I do think I need to probably turn one of these off. If I turn that off, it might be okay. Hopefully this will keep flowing, because if this backs up, obviously it's going to cause the this whole system to back up, and if this whole backs up, it's just going to stop. The whole thing's just going to completely stop and be dead. So yeah, a little annoying those aren't moving, going around rather than moving that one. Would be nice if it would move that one, because they're dead. And I think if I was to cut off the coal, which I will do right now, move that and that way. There we go. The coal is now dead. So when this all runs out of coal, we'll see whether it's sustainable on fire crystals. Okay, which I'm quite intrigued about. There's probably a better way of doing this than the way I've got it here, but I mean, really, I should let this all run out, and then I think I need to do that actually. If I rotate you around, I'm going to let it all run out and then put the barn back on there, so it's going slowly, kind of one at a time, so it's not backing up as much. I think that would help, although you're now going to get full and this whole system's going to grind to a halt. Yeah, net figures. That does figure. I'm really not sure how to do this any other way. I mean, I could have the mana receiver dump into a barn, and then have the barn go to the recharges, I suppose. But I'm not really sure whether that would help me at all. It is just simply because there is a gain. There is actually a gain. Because I'm getting mana crystals here, although I'm not at the moment, because obviously our mines are backed up, but because you were getting a constant supply of mana crystals, of fire crystals coming in, and then you recharge these crystals when they're used, you've got a gain of crystals. So it is interesting you can do it that way. I mean, I could just dispose the empty ones and just use it as a normal fuel source, but I think being end game, this is supposed to be a closed loop. You're supposed to dump a few in and have it as a closed loop system, so yeah. But I mean, it's interesting. It's interesting to learn how it all works, though, and this here. I suppose, yeah, it would be. You'd have the mana producer, you'd have the transmitter, you'd have the receiver, and you'd have a recharger running to one building. And then you send a cart along and just dump like 4 crystals in it. And they would just go round and round and round in circles. And all it would be doing is costing you money, because apparently it costs 2 gold to recharge them. Not quite sure how that works. Did it cost 2 gold to recharge crystal? Why it costs money to recharge them, I don't know, but it does. Yeah. But yeah, that's kind of how that works. I will have a look into how to actually filter this out a bit better. I think maybe having another barn at the end for depleted crystals might just make sense at the moment. Temporarily, whilst things filter around a bit. We have got plenty of shards going on here. So, yeah, I think that might happen. Obviously, we would be using these as well when we upgrade our houses, because that's wards. Wards. Is it Omnistone? Yeah, correct, Omnistone. They want Omnistone, which is 1 of each, and they would actually be consumed. So you would have, for the fire system and the water system, or whatever one you want, a closed loop of them so that you're not going to run out of those and they can constantly go around. So, yeah. But, yeah, finally, after I don't know how many episodes of me saying we're going to get to the mana system, we are on the mana system. It kind of works now. So I need to look at applying this to the entire area, particularly to our clothing. Our clothing is struggling. Oh, we have no iron. And we have no iron because we have no iron. We have run out of iron. Oh. Okay, well, that's something to look into in the future. But, for now, this is where we're going to leave it. So, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one. Hope to see you next time. And until then, as always, have fun.